Hey guys, so today I am going to show you 2-strand twists on dry hair. These are stretch twists, proper stretched, elongated, It's giving true length. I did this half actually yesterday, let me be honest. And I just did the top of the back now. And now I'm going to show you guys as I do this part right here. Dry hair, okay? So this is an update. This is where I'm at so far. And let me just show you how I'm doing it. Okay, so I'm gonna play this at regular pace. So let's chat while we're doing this. And I know dry hair styles, controversial, but maybe I'm a controversy. So I definitely do recommend using water on mostly every style you do. You can see the width. Hold on, let me correct this part all the way. Okay, part it up. Poured it up. Now we are going to take, so how thick am I doing it? Just about not too thick, not too thin. Then I'm gonna take sulfur 8, which again I feel like does better going in on a damp scalp, but hey, I still feel the tingling. So yes, I definitely don't recommend doing heavy styling on dry hair. We're gonna take our Blue Magic grease and take a good amount of it, so like this, and then you are going to get it on your fingers and stroke it through your hair. Y'all know that I love me some Blue Magic grease. Detangle as gently as possible. Put some grease. Anyway, it's like I be having so much to talk about, then I get on here and then be y'all, but I can tell exactly what I was just about to talk to you guys about, actually. About earthquakes. Not that that was an earthquake, because that was my foot that just hit the thing. But things people don't tell you about moving to California. Let me tell you, honey. I mean, I guess people do mention the earthquakes or whatever, but being inside of one, like not inside the earthquake, literally being inside the earthquake. So when I first experienced an earthquake here, I was at my old apartment and I had lots of mirrors, if you remember, on the wall, and I was laying in my bed. Lydia was in her room, and then all of a sudden, you know, like first it starts with this noise. I'm hearing this loud noise. That's something they don't tell you, that earthquakes, like, you will hear a sound and it's loud. Like, I don't know, it was just this, I don't know how to describe it too. It was kind of like maybe a grumbling, and it was almost as if people were doing work outside. I don't know. And then all of the sudden, and it was so crazy because I was on the phone with Haley. And I'm in the room, and then I'm hearing this noise outside. And then as the noise is like getting louder, all of a sudden Haley screams. Haley, and she was living about maybe 40 minutes from me at the time. And she starts screaming, and I'm like, what's going on? And then all of a sudden I see my mirror start to shake, and I'm sitting there on my bed, and I'm looking around, like, and I'm just grateful that I was sitting down, because I feel like it would have been a little more scary if I been standing up. But I was so grateful to be sitting down, and then I hear the quake. I mean, everything shaking. I know I be running away from you guys. So when I get up here, I don't like mega twist. I like this is mega twisting hair the whole way through. I do like to start it like that, and then I let it go and be free, and then come together again tight like that at the end. But because I'm doing these as thinnies, I'm putting a little extra effort into doing that. Okay, so yes, another thing people don't tell you about living in California, right, is the fires. Yes.
Well, today is September 10th, and look at the sky. The weather currently says smoke because look, like, it's just so sandy and dirty out here and dusty. There's white on top of people's cars as if it snowed, but no, it's just smoke.
Hear about the fires, blah blah blah, but let me tell you the tea. So honey, I lived over there in Covina, right? And so that's right next to the mountains, right next to Azusa and all of this. When there was a fire, oh my gosh, and I have footage somewhere, hopefully I can find it to insert. It was dark outside. When I tell you dark, it was so gloomy. It looked like a doomsday
Apartment complex closed the pool until further notice because of smoke or ash falling from the sky. So it's been, yeah, this is my first California fire, guys. My first real one, and it is intense. Like, it literally looks like a dystopia out here. Even the dogs are quiet. Like right now, it's pretty scary, creepy. Don't like it.
And at that time, it was Rona, and so the CDC was saying, you know, even with the mask on, don't go outside. The mask won't protect you from the particles of smoke, which is interesting because big old particles of smoke the mask won't protect you from, but it can protect you from little particles of virus. Okay, but so we went outside, and hopefully I can find the footage to insert it here because it was nuts. But that's what they don't tell you about the fires, is the ash, like the serious effects, like closing your pool and all of that because of the fires. Like, it is nuts, especially over there in the more mountainous areas. So you really have to be careful when you're deciding like where to live, because yes, is it cheaper over there? Supposedly, but slightly, I guess. Okay, slightly. So depending on what you're looking for, what you're going for, you know, hopefully you'll be able to decide on a goodie, Okay, yes. Oh my gosh, what people don't tell you about moving to California, number 3, is for all of those who indulge in recreational marijuana, okay, a little this, a little that even though it's oh so legal here, you're gonna pay an oh so legal fee. I mean, I'm talking about something that might cost you $28. Like, when you look at it through the glass, once you get to the register, it could be $42. I'm just saying. And especially if you try to do the weed delivery. So it's so convenient, you know, that you can get at your doorstep. Weed maps and grass door, all those things like that. But first, they have a minimum, something people don't tell you too. And some of them, they'll say like you have to spend a minimum price of $60 to get it delivered. And then, or some of them will say no minimum, but when you check out, it'll go from a $25 this to all of a sudden you're paying $55. I'm not playing with you. So Yeah, those are 3 things people do not tell you about living in LA. So now I'm going to continue on in silencio. Just parting my hair, and you guys now know what I'm doing. So yeah, you don't need any explanation. Just ooh, goodness. But if you need an explanation on the rolling twist, okay, maybe I'll give it up here in a slow down version. But I'm gonna keep going. Okay, so I am back on our last row here officially, and I will now give you the last thing that people don't tell you about moving to LA, honey. Let me get it to you, okay? Number 4, the bonus. What people don't tell you about moving to is about the parking, baby. Okay, so they talk about, oh, downtown, you know, the parking, it's gonna be hard to find, blah, blah, blah. Also consider that for other downtowns, right? So you have downtown LA, then downtown Pasadena, about downtown Glendale. You know, you're gonna experience similar situations with parking. Personally, I'm blessed, so I always get good parking. And if you want to also be blessed and get good parking, start saying that. Maybe it'll start happening. They talk about all that, right? Parking, it's a lot of people around, so you might have to search for parking. All right, but let's get into street parking, baby. So this is how it goes, right? One thing I had no idea about, especially major tips for small town girls, okay? You didn't come from major city vibes, hashtag suburb vibes, all that. Me here, talking to the rest of the girls like me. What happens with the street parking, right? This lane, this side, and this side. 2 sides, the parallel sides of the road. They each have a sign, multiple signs along the road that tells you when street sweeping is, okay? First thing people did not warn me about, honey, is that each side has its own day that they do street sweeping. So just because you see one sign, don't get comfortable and think that you can park on the other side, and it's also going to be Tuesdays from 11 to 1 p.m. Okay? Because the other side is probably going to be Wednesday or Thursday at those same times. Okay? So really, really pro tip is read the signs and believe them, okay? Believe them. When they say those days are street sweeping, parking enforcement around, honey, they be around and they will get to work, on a ticket or moving that thing, okay? So really, really tap into that and be aware of your surroundings when you have a vehicle in California, okay? Like, that's just major key alert, because it'll save you so much on tickets and everything else if you just read the signs, as well as when they're doing construction and they put out those temporary signs, believe them as well, because somehow, surprisingly, they do start when they say. So if it says 1 a.m., they will be making moves on that road at 1 a.m. So make sure you plan accordingly so as to not suffer at the hands of capitalism, of course. And right, that is all of them. Honestly, guys, really watch out Be safe if you're moving to California, LA. I know it's gonna be an amazing time. It's gonna be how you believe it to be. So believe it's gonna be great, and you'll experience greatness. Okay, so I hope you stay till the end of the video to see the end of the style. Okay, so just stay tuned. So you're gonna start with these two pieces, and then I have them in opposite hands like this, right? So I'm gonna be pulling them in, and when I pull them in, I twist. This one going this way, and this one going what way? Yeah, this way. So this one going forward, this one going back. This one going back, this one going forward. Back, right, back, forward, twist. And then I let it be loose. Let it be loose, go down, go down, go down, down, down. And then once you get down here, again, this one is going back, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward. So in reality, it's going the same way, but your fingers are, this one has to go backwards because it stops in hand. Okay, y'all get it? Last one. I'm excited. They are looking healthy. Guys, we are looking at healthy hair. And you can see when I get down here, sometimes I just hold one and twist the other and just hold it still. So I only have to twist with one hand, if that makes it a little easier for you. But this is the completed look. Ski. Woo! They are moving, and I love Sulfur 8 because I can just feel the in my hair, you know? Oh, guys, look at me with twists. You know, they need some top lay, but you can imagine. Okay, so we're envisioning some styles. I'll also do a style with me. Comment if you guys want that. Styling my 2-strand twists. Ah, we got ponytails. Okay, we have a ponytail. Come on, styles. And movements. Happy about them. I'm actually really happy about the way they turned out. I love the way they feel. I'm definitely gonna have to add some water into my hair because I didn't wash my hair. The last time I washed my hair was over a week ago. So I did want to do it maybe like 3 days after I had washed it, so it still had a good amount of moisture. It was pretty dry, as you could see while I was doing it. So that was the concerning part with the not using water. But since I'm going to be adding water, I'm not really that pressed. I'm just excited to be able to see the twist at this length right now. So later on, you know, I'm gonna get in the shower, and I'm trying to decide if I want to wear a shower cap or not, because how much I want it to affect the twist. But we'll see. And then I'm also going to do a lot of styles with the twist on TikTok, so make sure you check out my TikTok and follow me on there so you can see different styles on this twist, and I do them one by one and I post daily. So make sure, if you haven't yet, like the video and subscribe, and I hope to be seeing you back here soon. It's always the bounce for me. It's always the bounce for me. The bounce, the bounce, the bounce, the bounce, the bounce. Okay, so I hope your hair is moving like mine. God bless.